How's everyone doing tonight? Thanks to those who actually take the time to listen to my ramblings through the night. I don't know if you listen during the daytime, morning, night, whenever you listen, I appreciate it. All right, tonight, my cousin and my best friend want me talking about food and books. All right, I don't know where to start, so I'm going to start with food. Then I'm going to end it with books because I probably to talk a little bit longer about books than I can about food. Even though I already talked about food in one of my previous podcasts. Right. So tonight I'm just going to talk about food a little bit more detail and then my books. So, food-wise, my favorite food is basically chicken, fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like fried chicken, rice, butter or rice, maybe some shrimp on the side. Recently, I kind of like broccoli with my rice and shit like that. But other than that, if I had time to pick something to eat, I like to experiment in the kitchen. So it'll be chicken. I might make some fried chicken, regular one night. Next night I might make some garlic parm, right? Or then next night I'll try to make some lemon pepper chicken if I got some lemon pepper in that motherfucker or whatever, whatnot. A nigga can make spaghetti. I made spaghetti before, came out pretty decent. My gumbo not bad either. Crab boil, you know what I'm saying? A nigga could cook for real. I just don't like cooking. But when it comes to food, I like to eat. Burgers. I'm not really into burritos. Right, like nigga don't want to eat no burritos like that. And then, my fault. I have to stop it. They continue. These bitches parked over here. Like, God, go park somewhere else. God damn. But anyway, yeah, I could cook some food, bro. But the food I like eating, burgers, chicken, pizza sometimes. It gotta be pepperoni, sausage, and bacon. It gotta be a real meat lover. It couldn't just be pepperoni and cheese type shit. I need bacon on my pizza, sausage. You know what I'm saying? Extra sausage. You feel me? You gotta put some extra sausage on my pizza because I'm gonna be hot if it ain't them little bitty pieces of sausage they like to put on your pizza. Nah, nigga, get a handful and just throw that bitch on my pizza, bro, and just make it look nice, bro. That's how much sausage I be wanting on my pizza. Burritos, I can eat them, but not like that. It gotta be, I gotta be actually feeling Mexican food. Or a nigga ain't fucking around with no, burrito like that. I don't need to take half a bite of that motherfucker, or like 2 bites. I for surely can't even eat a full burrito, super or regular one. I ain't gonna lie. After a couple of bites of that shit, my appetite for a burrito be gone. A nigga ain't never wanted to eat sushi. It's something about raw fish that have a nigga like, nah, I ain't fucking with no sushi. That's out. I like Chinese food too, but I gotta be in the mood for it for real. Or a nigga ain't gonna be able to, excuse me. Oh, shit. Alright, back. I'm back now. But anyway, yeah, sushi is fresh sushi. That shit out. I used to like salmon, but salmon is just dry. No matter how you cook it, no matter what you add to that shit, no matter like what sauce you put on top of it, the inside of that shit is just like dry. At least I'm not cooking it right, or the people who used to cook it for me wasn't cooking it right. Either or, that shit was dry, bruh. And to the point where a nigga is like, I'm cool now. I'm cool off of salmon. Don't even offer me salmon, and don't ever offer me steak, ever. Just out. Stew meat, roast, all that. Don't even bother. I'm not gonna eat that shit. You could invite me over if you cook that shit off all you want to. I'm gonna look at that shit like you're a fool and don't even touch it. Same thing with turkey, ground beef. Bro, don't give me anything turkey. I don't like turkey on Thanksgiving. Period. Don't give me turkey. I don't want turkey meat. I don't want the turkey ham. I don't want none of that shit, bro. Keep all that shit to yourself. Turkey legs is nasty. Turkey wings nasty. I just don't like none of that shit. Keep turkey, everything turkey related to yourself. I don't understand how people even eat turkey bacon. Keep that shit to yourself. Never. Nah, never, bro. You can keep that shit to yourself, bro. Like, I don't want to never eat that shit. Anyway, so yeah, steak, that's out. Don't offer me none of that shit, bro. If it ain't chicken, some shrimp, maybe some crab every now and then, bro. Regular ground beef, bro. Probably some lamb chops here and there. I actually like lamb here. That's good. Bro, don't offer me nothing else, bro. I don't really like trying new shit to begin with. I'm just gonna keep it all the way funky with people. I have a hard time trying something new. The smell alone will have me like, I'm good, bro. Y'all can have that shit to yourselves, bro. I ain't want it. And I was raised of, you don't eat everybody cooking. Shit, if you invite me to your house and I ain't see you cook that meal and I get there and the first thing you do is bring me a plate or something, like, bruh, yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna push that plate straight up in the middle of the table, put the napkin down on top of that motherfucker, set the spoons down on the side, I'm done. And get away from the table, whatever the case is, bro. Or it take one bite. I'll try something and if the one bite just don't mesh, that's out. Nigga want to eat that shit, bro. On God, I won't. Alright, now. On the next topic, books. I'm going to stop talking about food because that shit just started making me a little hungry. But on books. So right now, I mostly read my books off a novel reader. Right? And the books I'm currently reading on there is Chrysalis, Unscientific Beast Taming, War Sovereign Soaring Through the Heavens, Monster Integration, Crazy Leveling System, and The Evolution of a Goblin Warrior. Mind you, all 6 of these books have one thing in common. They all start off reincarnated, somebody living on our plane of existence or whatever you want the case, and then they reincarnate to another world with a whole nother system for some purpose to do something. Like the one Chrysalis, the first one I named, the guy is named Anthony, reincarnated into a world of Pangea with magic and levels. The deeper you go into the world, the higher the mana get in the world, whatever. But he reincarnated into a world as an ant. I love evolution stories about you growing stronger throughout the story, as in you evolving, so your appearance is changing. So they have to go into more details of what's actually going on with the character. So they have to explain how he evolved, where he spent his biomass. It's a good book, worth checking out. Same thing with Unscientific Beast Taming. The guy lived on Earth, reincarnated into another world where people have contracted beasts and pets or whatever, and they fighting alongside each other to get stronger or whatever. He reincarnated he was an archaeologist, and when he reincarnated, that world, they still have that perfection in some sort. So it's crazy how I go about it. But if you ever have the time and you want to listen to a book or check it out, you should check that out. It's a good one. Now, War Sovereign Soaring Through the Heavens. I've been reading and listening to this book for about 4 to 5 years. That's how long this book been constantly updated. Like, the book ain't even finished yet, right? So, like as I said, I'm reading it on Novel Reader. These books are people are still adding chapters to these books every day. So that's why I'm reading about 6 books, because I'm not completely finished with none of them, because they still adding chapters to them, either every day or every 2 days or once a week or twice a week, right? In War Sovereign Soaring Through the Heavens, I've been reading that book for so long. It's about a guy named Duan Ling Tang. It's hard to say. Duan Ling Tang. You just gotta look up the book, read, and check it out. It's a good ass book. This man reincarnated from Earth, and he was a hitman on Earth. So he already has skills of like stalking and hiding his presence, and you know what I'm saying, execution, good with many weapons and shit like that. So when he reincarnated into this world of cultivation, he took over a body that this other guy prepared. He was called the Rebirth Emperor. He prepared this body for him with his cultivation system and all the shit. So when he became rebirth and took over this boy body, he'd have an easy walk in the park. But Dueling Tank also reincarnated into that very same body, but since his soul is from a whole nother time in space and universe, his soul is immune to anything that happened in this planet, in this cultivation system. So no matter how strong Cuz was when he's about to try to reincarnate in that boy body, he was absorbed into Dueling Tank body and mind, and his whole soul, memory, experiences was transferred over to the boy. So he had a cool little boost, also being reincarnated into the world. Check the book out, right? That is something worth checking out. I'm not gonna cut it to you. Then the next book, Monster Integration. It's another book about reincarnation. I'm not gonna go too much about how Cuz lived on Earth and died some crazy way and reincarnated into this world full of monsters and pets, and contracted a know-nothing ass sparrow, but he got a system, a fucking cultivation system, which is helping him raise his pets to be stronger and all that. Check it out. It's a pretty good book. I started this one about 4 months ago to get fully caught up to it as I am now. But it is a decent book, so I recommend people check it out. I read or listen to dramas or eroticas, books like that, because that shit is not my speed, and I really like listening to that shit. The next book I'm also reading and listening to for a long time is Crazy Leveling System. It's just as simple as it sounds. This boy got a system, reincarnated to, like I said, all the books I read is about reincarnation. So he reincarnated into another world, and they gave him a cheat system called the Crazy Leveling System. So every time he killed something, he could get 10 times the XP. For those who play RPGs, you know EXP is damn near harder to get the more levels you got. So when you getting shit like 20 times XP, 30 times XP, and 100 times XP for killing motherfuckers, bro, you could be leveling up crazily. Hence the title, Crazy Leveling System. So if you do like books, and the site is called Novel Reader. It's an app. You can download it to your phone. I would check that book out. And the last book I read is more on a serious side. All of them serious. A lot of people be getting killed in these books. So if you're looking for something with some action and adventure and crazy twists in between, and you see the main character have to overcome a bunch of trials and tribulations to get him and his family and friends out of constant predicaments left and right, I advise you download this app. They got things for women on here. They got horror books. They got romance. You know what I'm saying? They got something for everybody. Me personally, I like reincarnation, things with monsters, things with evolution, shit like that. So I'll stick to this genre. The next book I'm going to talk about briefly before I'm gone is The Goblin Warrior. The Evolution of a Goblin Warrior. He also reincarnated. Sada. Oh, this is a crazy book. They got all the guys that you want to think about in them. Olympic gods, the Asgard gods, Jesus. Look, all fighters, warriors in heavens and or in space. You know what I'm saying? Taking over worlds and fighting, and a different cultivation system. They call it Hero and things like that. It's a decent book. I don't want to go too much into it. Just know the main character is a goblin. He got bistro and all that, but it's crazy. So if I was you, I'll check it out. I'm out. Have a good night.